it's Jennifer from Sea Lemon. Today I will share some simple ideas for meditative doodling. These are quick and easy ways to doodle something in your notebooks or grab a piece of paper wherever you are to give yourself a mental break and de-stress a little. I'll be doodling these with one of my favorite pens, the Jelly Roll Moonlight pens, and I'm happy to say that today's video is sponsored by Sakura, the makers of these pens. They sent me some to try, and the new line includes 10 jewel and earth tones and 5 gray shades, which are a first of its kind in the gel pen market. If you've been following my channel, I've talked about these Moonlight pens in my Doodle With Me videos. I've used them in my doodle challenges, my doodle book, and I love how the ink just pops off the paper because it's very opaque and they are really smooth to write with. The ink shows up on dark and light paper, and when it dries, it almost has a paint consistency, kind of like gouache. The ink doesn't feather or bleed through, it's archival and waterproof and fade resistant. And for the longest time, I've been wanting more colors of these pens to doodle with, so I'm really excited to try these out. If you want to know more about these pens and links, I will put those in the description below. And let's get our meditative doodling on. I'll be doodling in this thick board book, which I thought looked fun to doodle in, but also the pattern on the cover looked a little meditative, so I thought it was fitting. You could definitely make something similar to this, and if you want a tutorial, let me know in the comments. It's just a couple of binding rings and some chipboard. You can also doodle in any book, journal, notebook, or paper that you prefer. First, we're going to doodle some easy vines. With a few different colors, I'm making simple wavy lines. Some are curved, some are a little bit more straight. Don't think about it too much, just make some lines. Then along those lines, you can make some leaf shapes. Something to note if you're using Moonlight pens, the color does change as it dries, so you might want to swatch some of them out to see what they look like when they're fully dry. And continue on making those shapes along the lines you made. For me, the meditative part comes from repetition, so as I'm doodling this simple shape, I don't have to think about too much, so my mind kind of goes meditative mode and I just get lost in the doodling. This ink dries opaque and flat, and I like this color combination on the board. Next idea I call wavy islands. This time I'm trying out a few different color pens, and you want to start by making just a horizontal wavy line. Then connect another one, alternating in direction. I'm trying out the same shape in a different color, and filling the inside with connecting lines. And below that, I'm connecting scalloped shapes, or they can be called fish scales, and repeating lines on the inside. Then repeating those shapes in different colors. You can try more wavy lines or curved lines, whatever makes you feel more relaxed. And here are my wavy islands or clouds. What do you think? Let me know what you would call these in the comments. Another idea you can try, starflowers. Start with a circle, and then around that make a wavy 5-point shape like a star. Then fill that shape in with curved lines. And you can see mine's not perfect, but that's not the point of this. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just get lost in the doodling and find your meditative zone. If you have time, you can also embellish any areas in these shapes. To make these more flower-like, I'm filling in the center with a solid circle. Next, I'm going to make a leaf shape, but since it dries a different color, I'm going to show you what it looks like on a white piece of paper, just so you get the idea. Start with the stem, and from the center, continue outward with a leaf shape. If you're tired of a basic leaf shape, I recommend trying this. The swirl-like motion is relaxing. After that green ink dried, here's what it looks like. My trippy star flowers. Next one is a little bit more intricate, and I'm calling it Herringbone Pebbles. I'm doing this with a grayscale palette, but you can of course use any color you prefer. Start with vertical wavy lines. Again, remember they don't have to be perfect. Then I'm dividing those columns with more lines. Then I'm connecting them with a herringbone pattern, and you might remember that tutorial from a long time ago. Let me know if you do, but basically you make diagonal lines alternating in each column. Then in those spaces, doodle a pebble shape. From here, you can fill in some or all of the pebble shapes. Mandalas are also great for meditative doodling, and I have another video where I use these same pens in different colors. You can check that out right here. It will also be linked down below. I also have another meditative type doodling video where it has ideas reminiscent of the Zentangle method. You can check that out right here. If anything, I hope this was relaxing to watch, and it definitely zened out Kona. She's just chilling out. If you make your own versions, I would love to see your doodles, so share those with me on my social links and add a hashtag #SeaLemon. Thanks again to Sakura for sponsoring this video. I love the new colors. Again, if you want to find more information on the pens and where to get them, I will put those links in the description below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post. And I will put a playlist that's full of anything involving doodles, pens, doodle challenges, doodle with me videos. Check it out. Again, all those links are down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!